So going into business, because a lot of people in our network have partnerships in business, and some of them could be from friendships or family members, and some of them could just be another business colleague. What sort of shocking stuff have you seen out there with business partnerships, and what advice would you give?
The worst thing people can do is get into business together and don't set up a proper agreement as to who's doing what and what things mean. I had a phone call this morning from a client, and this particular client and his business partner are setting up a really revolutionary business. And he explained to me that him and his business partner had this agreement that he would do A, B, C, and business partner would do, all these other things.
Was this a written agreement or just a verbal?
Unfortunately, verbal.
Ah.
And his question to me was, how do I kick him out? And unfortunately, without a written agreement, it's really hard. Yeah. You can't force someone to surrender their role as a director. You can't force someone to give up a role as a shareholder. So without the written agreement, it just makes things very hard, because the terms and conditions are unclear.
What does it mean if there's no shareholders agreement in place at that point?
How would you facilitate that?
It's a mess.
And what about if, let's just say, me and Ben want to get into business, right? But I want the contract because I really want to protect myself. But Ben's kind of like, you know what, we're boys, we'll be fine. We don't need to do it. If you want to do it, you go pay for it. Because these things are going to be a bit costly, right?
I think that's your red flag. And I think people need to pause, reflect, take in the red flag, empower themselves with information, and make an informed decision on how they proceed.
Yeah.
Because typically those red flags are there for a reason. And if there's two people involved in an agreement and one wants to do a handshake and the other one wants to go see a lawyer, there's no handshakes in business. Screw the handshakes. There's none of that shit. Get things done and get them done properly.